as we've watched him struggle the last time we saw him in these qualifiers. So
Sorry to disappoint you.
it's the Monkey King versus Ember matchup. It's never particularly fun for the Ember Spirit.
No, it is a bit rough, but of course, every time you look at a matchup that is difficult for a certain player, you look towards the supports. And Lich Murta, they are going to be very good with the counter rotations, right? One TP in with a Frost Shield and a Sinister Gaze, then Monkey King could be on tower. He could be in a point of pressure. So yeah, Monkey King will, in the 1v1, win the matchup. We'll see what the supports can do to maybe, again, fix that situation, as we are going to have everyone posted in the top side of the map. We do have a smoke and Koyori for the late smoke that we have been seeing. The late smoke at 30 to 40 seconds allows you to position for the runes, use the smoke as your cover to see if they're playing for that one. You check the high ground. If it breaks, just walk away. If it doesn't break, then you have a free bounty rune. So it's kind of like a nice insurance policy to ensure that you aren't just taking an unnecessary fight.
Yeah, but I feel like they know where they all are. They put down this Observer Ward very deep, and then that's going to give them...
They're killing this time, wasn't it? Yeah.
I don't know. They seem a little bit in two minds. Boom's going to try and steal one of the bounties. I'll try and go for 3 and catch out Niku on the other. Niku there going to be absolutely fine. Tries to grab out with a bounty with a sleight of fist. Doesn't manage. So it will be 3 bounty runes going to NAVI. Sorry, to PuckChamp. Gonna be confusing since 2 of them are tagged up as NAVI at the moment.
Don't leak the script. Yeah, we've got Navi.boom, Navi.sanctity, PuckChamp.koyori, TwistedMinds.shad. Oh my.
That's a throwback.
And PuckChamp.qbfy. Yep.
Twisted Minds.
I mean, what team could it say for Shad? It could say OG, it could say Tundra, it could say PuckChamp, it could say Twisted Minds. My guys played on pretty much every team, it feels like at this point.
Yeah, Secret.
Oh yeah, also true, and Secret. Luckily he doesn't get a jersey for each one. His wardrobe would be overflowing right now.
True, he wouldn't have to have any other clothes. Yeah, I was going to say, are you sure he doesn't? Seems like a... What else are they going to do with the Shad jersey?
It's been online play, right, for most part, so...
True. Yeah, I was a little surprised that Navi didn't pick up some of these players from PGL Wallachia. I guess we don't know yet about contracts and whatnot, but...
It could be cooking, yeah, it could be cooking.
Yeah. Or maybe this is a Dandelion situation and they've already grabbed them. Shocking.
No. Of course, mid lane. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be the key focus. We are seeing a little bit of pressure being applied to the Underlord and the Muerta, but how much of an advantage can Sanctity build from the mid lane at the moment? He has a deny advantage, but yes, it's relatively even. Sanctity even missing 2 CS in the hope to pressure the Ember Spirit there.
Yeah, that's not good for the Monkey King. Well, maybe it is actually. He gets to body him out the lane for a bit and secure all the deniers and last hits.
It's like he's winning the lane, but he's not crushing the Ember Spirit because Ember's like, you missed 2 CS, you fool. Yeah, it's pretty despair matchup.
Yeah, taking a stun to the face. All is good though. It's a very slow lane at bottom side as we have a disconnect from the line.
You know what actually baffles me?
Is the theory of relativity.
Sure. Yeah. Physics. No, the idea that pro players despise Rubik this much. Because, like, you know, in the draft, when Navi Jr. go... what was it? So, PuckChamp have Auk into Mag. Navi Jr. reveal Lich Underlord Muerta. Rubik isn't that bad. Rubik would have the freest game this game. It would actually be like kind of illegal how like hyped this game would be for Rubik. But again, I understand people prefer like Lions and Hoodwinks in the 4th position. Even though in Pro Tracker Rubik has a 50% win rate, higher than actual like Hoodwinks and I don't know about Lion, but still. I feel like just people are sleeping on some very good Rubik games, or maybe our 4 players just don't play enough Rubik nowadays because it's been out of meta. So they don't really know when to or want to pick it compared to like the comfort of some of the other heroes. And I feel like there are some heroes that should go for it.
The problem is Rubik was just overpicked for such a long time. People took such a long time to realize that the hero wasn't as good, and people just liked playing Rubik. So we're just adjusting from that still. Yeah. All 4 players are still like banned from picking Rubik. It's like, no.
Let me
You
check
you just want to play Rubik. It's not actually good.
Okay, here's the issue. I'm looking at the 4 players, right? So Desire, Moose, Save. We got Schofield. Everyone's playing a little bit of Rubik, but not enough where it's like, this is good. Like Sweden Strong's playing it. Like, Antara's played it. Omar played it. Crit played it one time and lost, but so like the player that they're trying to like dabble, but no one's confident enough to go, yeah, this is my hero. I'm back on it. Yeah. They're dabbling. It's compare that to like again the other position 4s that we're talking about, and many more games available for them.
Rubik just not in a good place right now, I guess. I mean, does he struggle on lane still, or is he okay?
No, his lane is fine. He has Fadebolt to secure the range creep. He has Lift to disengage.
Talk about overreacting.
Like, he does. He's a very like generic hero, right? The argument would be he doesn't have as much kill threat and hunger on the map compared to like a Hoodwink that can go for like Maelstrom and Gleipnir, or a Lion with like the Blink Dagger and like the finger jump. Also, the tempo of like a Bounty support and Tusk is just better. So I think like tempo is better on other supports, damage is better on other supports. But what Rubik brings after a good lane secure is more kind of set up for other people to thrive, right? It's a kind of a playmaking team fight support compared to hunting the map, killing the map, constantly pressuring. Rubik sits behind other people, whilst the other supports we're seeing often don't mind leading the charge in different styles. So that's probably the main thing. The identity of 4 dictates a certain hero pool, and that's why most players are ignoring Rubik at the moment. But it is unfortunate, because when I look back at the draft and I think about it during the pause, there's been 2 drafts I think so far where Rubik would have looked very good. This draft and one we had yesterday, and unfortunately both times the captains didn't want to look for it. But again, maybe in the future. Unfortunately, we don't really know the reason of this pause. We know we had some issues yesterday. Of course, QBFY, unfortunately, might be having internet problems or power issues, so hopefully he can reconnect shortly.
Yeah, it's not uncommon for Ukrainian players at the moment to be having these issues. We do see it quite often with them, obvious reasons. So hopefully we get him back online as quickly as possible and get back into this game, see how it's going to go. Because, yeah, I mean, PuckChamp, it's almost like they have more to play for sometimes when you don't have an organization and you're like, oh man, we need to prove that we're good so that we get an org under our belts. A lot of pressure.
I think it's a combination of like wanting to play for an org, but also when you bring new players together, there's that freedom of, yo, how do you want to play Dota, man? And some guy's like, I want to play or let's say AA, I'm going to say for no reason. I want to play AA. And then everyone gets excited because like a player's bringing a new hero. It's like, okay, how do we build this lineup? It's like, you want this, you want that. And I think there's that, you're not stuck in kind of the awkward, churning out of, oh, but our team identity is this. Like everyone's just got fresh ideas. So I think new teams with the correct players is like a breath of fresh air for different regions. And yeah, we're seeing it a little bit with PuckChamp, even though they are in the low bracket. And we do resume the game, and we're back underway. 2.5 minutes in. Lotuses will be spawning in 24 seconds. Oh, I lied. He's gone.
He's off again. Unfortunate. Yeah, so far the Monkey King hasn't been doing as well as I was expecting in the middle lane. Like, I didn't expect him to completely wash Niku, but I definitely thought he'd get like a 4 or 5 creep advantage by this time. Use your pause again, says Got the Juice. He's making sure. He's making sure they ain't using their pause time.
Is it actually automatic based on the player who pauses? That would be a pretty cool system if that's actually... I'd assume that's actually a system that should be in place.
Probably.
Like an automatic pause timer based on whoever presses the button in game.
Yeah, but then
the admin has a little console.
It's a little awkward though, because the situations like this happen a lot where Jesus.
Of course,
Chill
Navi
already.
Junior. I mean,
My
Navi
God.
Junior are going to be very aware and accepting of the situation as well. So there's some good memes to be had.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, also I like the honesty from Riddy. It's like, yo, if you can't reconnect, you're mine. He's close
I'm
enough as well to get the kill.
guessing.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the situation is that he didn't immediately go on him the first time because he realized he disconnected and was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna take the disconnect kill. And then everyone was like, what are you doing? Take it, do it. What are you doing? So. Yeah, Ursa.
Wrecked. Oh, on the tips. You've been a naughty bear. Get told off by the admin.
Yeah, but it's like the kid in school, you know, being like, you got told off, like
Yeah,
tipping him
exactly.
after the admin says so. Again, Navi Junior, they ain't waiting around. In fairness, they may have played against.
Wait, already 5 minutes? Has it been?
Yeah, we've been paused a while, dude. I know that hanging out with me is such a nice time that you don't really notice the time passing, but
That's true. I actually have a timer right now. It's just ticking up, not counting down.
oh, I see.
Also, I like the fact that this admin tells us the time. The other one was being a little bit more secretive, was keeping it in the other chat. It's like, ooh, how much time? But no, they're giving us a very clear time. They got 5.5 minutes.
Yeah, don't go to Face It chat, please. Keep it in the public where the willing people will get to see it.
I think it's nice. Like, obviously, some conversations are best kept private to keep the efficiency of the chat flowing. But I think some bigger stuff that helps the broadcast, helps the viewers understand the situation, like time left in pause, should be shared with us. I think it is critical information. But that was 5.5 minutes, an unknown. How long ago was 5.5 minutes? I feel like I'm not really keeping track of time, boss. I'm failing you right now. Was that like a minute ago?
Yeah, a minute and a half.
Okay.
Maybe even 2.
Exciting.
I really hope we don't have this problem with one player being disconnected, because that's never fun.
Of course not.
Not
No.
winnable.
That is not fun at all. It would actually be kind of funny if it was the Ember Spirit talking, Like, the Ember's getting slapped mid lane to a Monkey King. He's like, yo, admin, man, how much pause time they got left?
Get me out of this one.
Like, I think the Lich talking, clearly that's the very, that's the political, that's the position 5, he'll speak for the team. He's, just a 5. He doesn't mean any harm.
Good sirs, with utmost respect, we wish to know.
Yes, exactly. But the Ember, it's like, there's meaning if he's asking. Oh. It's view profile, Lion. Let's check if he's online. I don't know if I can you even do that if you're... No, you can't. Steam Pro, if you want to add me, text reason in comments. That's quite a Steam profile.
Okay.
Yep. Oh. That's cool. He lives just south of Kyiv, supposedly, based on his Steam profile.
So out of all of these qualified teams,
yeah,
let's do a dream team.
A dream team.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Yep.
I would like to get. I will take Sweden Strong as my pos 4. As our pos 4.
Of all the places you could start, you just started randomly with 4. Do you want to do 1 to 5 in order, maybe, to make it easier for the viewer?
Okay, fine. I will do. Give me Kiritich.
Okay.
Who's our mid laner then, T?
No, that's your roster. I don't.
What? No, we're doing
you.
one together. We're doing one together.
What we're doing? But I don't agree with you. I think Munkushi should be the carry.
Okay. All right. Fine. I'll do Kiritich.
Yep.
For my mid, I'm taking Sanctity.
Yep.
For my 3, I'm taking Cloud. For my 4, I'm taking Sweden Strong, and for my 5, I'm taking Kaori.
Okay. That's pretty good. Pretty good. I'm taking... So carry is Munkushi. Mid lane would be Mirage. Off lane would be... I think off lane's kind of difficult. But I might even go Noticed from VP. Yeah. 4 position would go back for Sweden Strong, and 5 position would be Koyori. Like, if you were trying to go for like best players for each role, I think that's maybe where I'd shift. So yeah, Munkushi 1, Mirage 2, Notice 3, Sweden Strong 4, Koyori 5. Oh, damn, he reconnected just in time.
Perfect time, lovely stuff. All right.
Your roster's kind of cool as well. I think both rosters would be top 4, yeah. In the region. Of the qualifier, sorry, of the qualifier.
In the world, yeah, top 4 in the world.
That's very bold. I mean, the entire perspective was the qualifier.
Top 4 TI, I reckon.
Yeah, exactly. You know, they've won it all already. Get the contracts out.
Ouch. Niku not having a good time now. It's nice to see with a few more levels in Jingu and Boundless just starting to put the pressure onto him. Just get to farm a little bit under his tower, which is nice. But...
On my watch.
Trying to remember the state of the game, we kind of had to chit chat for a little bit.
So right in the middle lane, we had Monkey King not really pulling too far ahead on the Ember Spirit at the pause, but now that pause is over, Monkey King seems to have remembered what his hero does and is really punishing Niku in this matchup, as expected. As up on the top side, a bit of a kerfuffle takes place. Boom and QBFY trying to get cheeky onto Riddies. Not quite going to land. And now got the juice. Getting a decent stack off, but it's right under the tower, so Boom will happily throw back the Ursa and make him take a ton of damage in the meantime as well. DBFY meanwhile coming down for the Water Rune will snatch it up, which means that the Ember Spirit does not get a bottle refill, which hurts. So he's really hoping that one of his supports dies soon.
He needs help, and Ember tipping the line, hoping trying to overload his PC with maybe some more internet problems or something to disconnect. There's only 2 minutes left of pause time available.
All 5 of them tipping at once. The weakest attempt at a DDoS ever.
Overload 75 individual packets, and you're about to go down.
He's gone. There you go. That'll be your first blood. Rotation in doesn't change a thing. Niku will fall Sanctity really starting to get going in the mid.
Yeah. And the worst thing is both supports TP'd, so they didn't even just do one Wurter TP or one Lich. So when Ember comes back to the lane, the Monkey King's going to know, wait, your supports can't return. I can just set up the lane for another dive, and this time there will be 0 response once again. Boom, getting jumped. Oh, Ursa jumps into the skewer. Very nice.
Once again, but it might not matter. Boom.
Yes, Lotus.
I got the juice. Will 1 click be enough? He's coming under the tower for it. It won't be. Oh, it won't be. And now got the juice.
No, he's not. He's not.
It's okay.
Yeah. That was so close either way. And like, boom, his courier delivered, but he delivered his boots to his backpack. So,
oh no.
Some like courier missed micro there, which, you know, if he was to go down, you could have blamed that, but yeah. Very, very close. He does survive in the end. Very cool though from the Ursa to be able to jump in front of the Magnus.
Yeah, taking a ride with the mag.
Yeah.
Where you going, buddy? Can I come? Bottom lane Shad is farming up an absolute storm at the moment, by the way. By far the most last hits in the game. And heading for more. EMA, you know, he's just doing this thing as the Underlord, which unfortunately isn't a whole lot. Just getting the occasional last hit, but can't really chase this Alchemist back anyway, so... Hey, he's in a spot of bother, but they won't finish the job here. QBFY still looking, but won't be finding. Takes the Watcher to make sure this never happens again. Yep. Been trying to... This is very, very aggressive here, but... Oh, he got the Monkey King, I see. Yeah, okay. Monkey King will just be able to finish this one off then. Shield Rune as well, making it extra super duper safe. TP down to the bottom side. He's still got a singular Jingu here, so he's just going to try and use it straight away onto Daze, blow him up nice and quick, and it is going to be another kill. And Shad grabs it with the Unstable Concoction level 2. That's nice for him.
And contesting the Wisdom. Sanctity is just doing everything on the map right now. Killing top, TPing bottom, getting kills. Now going for this, and Lich is TPing in. Hopefully, going to try and secure it. But
yeah, let's see. He's got the Sinister Gaze.
Well,
he's going to use it, but Sancti's too quick. He gets the Wisdom Rune and might even get a kill onto Riddy's here. There's a lot of heroes turning up. Kaori, though, helping him out, backing him up, and they realize that they just might not have the damage to really deal with Sanctity here. It's a double kill for the Monkey King and the Wisdom Rune. Deadshot goes flying wildly in the wrong direction, and that is an issue. Oh, no.
Yeah. So,
Game 2?
they're getting outplayed everywhere. NAVI Junior just has this like weird addiction to wanting to pick Ember, it feels like. And unfortunately it's hurting them. A couple games down the road, the Ember pick has just fallen short, and now Sanctity jumping into mid.
Okay, baited a little bit here. He manages to dodge these Earthspike quite nicely, and with Daze in the neighborhood as well. It's not going to be the easiest move to make.
Ooh. Wandering Fairy Fire.
Gotta respect the cooling. Oh, Shad's seen the stack
Shad's
and he wants
stacks.
it.
No.
Oh no, this is so big for Shad. He's already huge, but if he gets his stack as well, it's going to be massive. Daze coming in. He wants to just try and deadshot it or something, but he doesn't have any mana. Already threw it out. Doesn't get any of the creeps. Just being chased away. Underlord comes in, but it's too little, too late. The damage has already been done. Shad has stolen everything from them, and Riddy's goes down as well. This is slaughter.
We waited like an hour to cast this game. It could be over in the next 10 minutes. It's whew. It does feel like we are casting like the potential future of Na'Vi versus the current academy of Na'Vi. So if we use that logic, then
yeah,
it would make sense that PuckChamp are doing very well.
5k gold advantage at 9 minutes into the game. A lot of that on the Alchemist. He's heading towards that Radiance at a terrifying pace.
I think the best kind of evolution of Alchemist was when Alch players bought Talisman first, rather than going for the Relic. Like the idea of evasion being really strong, you buy that in the laning phase, or like at the end of laning phase, and you just farm so much better. For sure, it's, you know, not damage, but you don't lose as much HP going into the jungle, you're harder to gank. Now Shad's making complicated. QB4 does go on the tower temporarily to see if he can catch the Ember Spirit, but there's no one really here to help him.
Yeah, he's got the Boundless, but I don't think it's enough to kill Daze. Maybe this is too much. Got the juice coming through as well now as well, but QBFY is here with the stun. Sanctity trying to stand his ground, but most certainly the Monkey King is going to be punished for this aggression. 5 heroes, 5 of them just rock up and put an end to this Monkey King.
I'm afraid to say, as much as it's worth to try and tone down the tempo,
not quite enough.
Yeah?
Finger in the back of the head. Need a little bit more where that came from.
NAVI Junior had to find a way to stop this Monkey King running wild, but bringing 5 heroes just to do it, I mean, of course, still, look, 900 gold change over us a 1,000 gold shift. It is going to feel bad for NAVI Junior, knowing they needed 5 just to kill 1.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Boom's chilling though. He's having a nice time. Magnus with 4 points and Empower. Just farming up, trying to hit a good timing on his Blink Dagger. So I'm glad we're not going to have one of these really sad mag games where they get shut down in lane and just never really hit a decent timing on their Blink.
I think there's a couple heroes that are not very fun to watch if they get truly shut down, right? And to be fair, Mag, even when you get shut down, you kind of find ways to have at least one moment, right? Because you know, Skewer Blink RP is lifelong in the game, but yeah, you can have truly shining moments if you just have a slightly better lane.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower
It just feels like if you just have like a few more resources, get a Blink Dagger slightly earlier, and then maybe something else to set you up, it's just so much easier to play the game, not be afraid of just getting blown up instantly. We're going to come in and do some damage to the tower now as well. They want themselves an Ursa. QBFY is here, lays down the vision. Navi Jr., are they aware? Yes, they are.
Dire's
They have the Watcher.
structures are fortified.
They'll get themselves back, so no kill to be gained
Dire's
here.
top tower is under attack.
And look at Niku just spamming the wave immediately the moment they leave. He'll be able to grab himself a regen. Haste Rune as well. That one's going to be
Dire's top
alright
tower
for the Ember
is under
Spirit.
attack.
Not a hero which suffers massively with mobility problems, so it's not like
Dire's top tower has fallen.
the best.
Radiant's bottom
At least for
tower is
PuckChamp, they
under
did
attack.
tone down the speed of the game just a little bit. Of course, the reactions of Navi Jr. caused a little bit of concern for PuckChamp to think about. But also the blink was getting completed for Magnus, and Alchemist also on the way to his blink dagger. But Shad actually opted to go for the Ogre Axe, so one component deep to BKB rather than going for blink. Either way, with the blink on Magnus, does feel like it's go time once again to see some aggression to try and build up that lead. In a pure farm game, Mag Alch will farm quicker than the Dire side.
Nice catch here on 2 days. Yeah, that is a blink reveal. Just blink skewer. No need for the RP. Boom being patient, and it pays off.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Now it's tier 2 is going to drop. Chemical Ray is still available for the Alchemist if anything starts happening down here, but I don't think it will.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Oh yeah, level 4 on power on the Alchemist as well. You'll love to see it.
All these stacks, it's like Dire's just been stacking for Radiant.
It really is. I'm kind of surprised they did go back and stack this again. Oh my god. This is atrocious.
Yep. And it's another reason why you don't see much Ursa, right? Like, these stacks are getting made up for a quarter farm. If it was like a mid-Sand King, you see them. If you see any, like a DK, he can farm them very early. Out can farm them early. But the Ursa just cannot farm them until he gets Battle Fury. Now they're trying to contest the 14 rune. Sanctity sees them all.
Yeah, good dead shot though. Back into the silence, meaning that Shad's going to struggle to get the stun off here, and it's going to stun himself, but PMA still going to die. Sanctity and Boom ripping through the backlines, taking down 2, and a finger will put an end to days as well. Boom RPs in celebration off a successful fight.
The Navi contract just lost an extra 0 from it, through that RP. If he hits the 2-man, it'll go up again by 1-0. You got to be careful, Boom. You know, they're watching.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That's your salary you're playing with, bro. Be careful.
Your prize pool cuts up and down 1% for every
Yeah.
RP hit or miss. Oh god. 10,000 gold lead. 14 minutes into the game. 10-1 on the kill score. I also just completed the Battle Fury. He's like, guys, are there any stacks for me? Any jungle for me to farm?
Can't wait to go to the triangle and farm all the stacks you've made.
Thanks, team.
Radiant are scanning.
Wow. Alch has Radiant's BKB, minute 15.
Jesus.
He has 12,000 net worth.
Oh, the double stack as well. He's just being a bit nasty with it. He really is.
And there's more stacks in the jungle.
Who's making these stacks? Stop.
All the stacks are made from Navi Jr. Like, we don't have the technology, but if we had the stack graphic right now, it's like stacks made, Dire is like double digits. Stacks taken, PuckChamp double digits.
Yep. And PMA gonna get dropped here. Ursa doing his best to stack up a bit of damage onto Shad.
He has
There's
BKB,
a world
lads.
if he didn't have BKB, yeah, but unfortunately he does. Ooh, interestingly, the Boom tried to go for the skewer there, but Niku was going to be able to slide a fisted, but then
It's another stack. Look for the
case
Alchemist.
comes through.
Underlord made this one.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, he's not going to farm it.
There's a tower to take. I guess we'll get some objectives. Why not?
Dire's
I
middle
cannot
tower
wait for
is under
the
attack.
end game scoreboard to see stacks made.
Dire's
There's
Yep.
probably going to be like a
middle
couple
tower
each maybe on PuckChamp, and it's going to be like
Oh,
5,
Daze is
6,
trying
7.
to take him. Daze like, Jesus, somebody's taking stacks.
I was
Shad's
like,
like,
"Oh,
hello.
Oh,
Bonjour.
no. This is so rough.
Uh-oh. Well, got the juices finding Boom at least. They tried to come and kill him, and it did not work out at all. And they're just going to be able to get 2 kills in response. So
Alright, good tip. Good play. Good
Shad
kill.
as well. Still hasn't had a TP delivered out to him, but he's all right. He's got his little line man behind him as well.
And look at the change up on the build. The Ember Spirit is going for a Veil to start with, hoping to get the Shivas.
Dire are scanning.
He is, that's a... If they can kill Alchemist, he is worth so much. Like
What
302,
happened there?
he has a
Because-
kill streak on him now with the net worth. The fact you're 10k behind, like that is a big cash
Dyer's
injection,
courier has been
and they
killed.
have the tools to kill him.
Yeah.
Post
I just wanna-
BKB.
The failed kill on the Ursa, they actually used both RP and Ice Blast onto the Ursa, and he just turned around and killed them both.
No, Ursa's very good into these heroes. Like Enrage is very powerful. You can't knock that. It's just the
Radiant are scanning.
probably that's about 4,000 gold of economy has come
Dyer's
from
bottom tower is
NAVI
under
Junior
attack.
making stacks and not being able to protect them. So the lead feels even worse. I feel like they've pretty much, it feels like they've given away a BKB. I need to go back and check the actual gold gain from all the camps stacked by NAVI Junior, but it's
That's a
probably
lot of
in
maths.
the 2,000 to 3,000 mark probably.
Easily with an alchemist in the game.
Yeah.
Picks up his
Here we
tier
go
2.
though. You can't do
That's
Roshan.
great
You have an
scale.
Ursa.
Yeah, I mean they'll lose days for this, but it's not really going to make much of a difference to the Roshan attempt. Ice Blast coming across though. Going to give them the information, but it's not going to change the outcome. The TPs are coming through thick and fast. They might just fight them post Roshan anyway. Riddies has been seen, and that's fine of a kill for Shad to get. Takes down another
TPing out.
Yeah, so
Can I
just
get out?
immediately TPing. Ooh, Boundless Strike not quite on the mark. PMA disappearing around the side as well, both escaping with their lives and with the Aegis in the claws of the Ursa.
And already, Lion drawing on the new map. Guys, get back to bottom, run to the triangle. We have the vision down here. Don't allow them to take Aegis and get into the rhythm of farming. We need to be very quick. So they're using that twin gate. A little bit slow though, to be fair. The call was made in it took about 5 to 6 seconds for them to react to it, but
Dyer's
PuckChamp,
top
they want to
tower
be
is under
aggressive.
attack.
There's no reason for them to sit back. This is not an Aegis of, oh no guys, the Ursa has an Aegis. It's a, no. They're lucky to have it. Let's take it away from them. They have a...
Simply another life for us to take.
They do have one smoke on AA. So their ability to cross the map will be available for PuckChamp if they want to. Alchemist. One cornucopia away
Dyer's
from
bottom
a
tower is under attack.
Orchid. Oh,
Dyer's courier has been killed.
Nico's courier does die.
Yeah, the plate mail being grabbed from the secret shop.
To be fair, NAVI Junior are getting some decent items. Like, it's just because of Alchemist that the game feels so much worse, right? Like, Ursa is about to get BKB. You've got Shiva's 1,000 gold away for the Ember. There's a full pipe on the Underlord. Like, they have the tools. If they weren't... Like, realistically, without Alch, it's probably like a 5k, 6k lead, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to have to just accept the fact that maybe in 10 minutes time, when the game stabilizes in regards to like the net worth and the
Dyer's
impact, then
bottom tower
maybe
is
NAVI
under
Junior can
attack.
take a fight, but just into BKBs without a basher on the Ursa, you don't really do anything. Hence why they aren't rushing into
Dyer's
doing
bottom
much.
tower is under attack.
Just keep on farming. Ursa is going to be taking the Tormentor on the Radiant side.
Yeah,
Give him a
both
shot.
teams taking each other's tormentors. Sort of interesting. Daze trying his hardest to get a sneaky steal in. Doesn't happen. Good try though. Shad just going to keep on pushing down here as well. This
It is a shame the shard went to
risky.
Murta though.
Is under attack.
Yes, yeah,
It's
that is
a very bad
absolute
shard
worst.
for support. But Lich though, that would have been very good. Getting the Ice Spire, being able to
Radiant are
kind of reliably
scanning.
get the ultimate off, especially with
Dyer's
heroes want to come
bottom
high
tower
ground,
is under
maybe
attack.
in the upcoming 5 to 10
Dyer's
minutes.
structures are
Locking down that
fortified.
Ice Spire, killing off that hero that steps up the high ground steps would be pretty useful, but RNG is not on NAVI Junior's side,
Dyer's
nor is the
bottom
laning
tower
phase,
has
nor is
fallen.
the stack protection. It's pretty one-sided game at the moment. I honestly, I can see the path to NAVI Junior winning though, but it really relies on PuckChamp
Dyer's
just hitting a
are
bit of a farm state for another 10 minutes or so. Ooh.
Nico
Nice little
steals Wisdom Rune
still.
as well, yeah. Jumping over. Oh,
Shad looking.
Shad's
He has
looking.
Orchid.
Yeah, the Orchid does land as well as the stun. He needs a bit more damage, and I don't think he's going to find it. A line coming in from the side. Oh, Niku. He just needed to run. He was out of remnants, though, so very, very difficult for him to get out of that situation alive. It's a good chase from Shad. He's getting the kills, he's getting the money, he's getting everything.
Ursa's weird enough slowly catching up. And he might get a lion kill.
Yep, looks like it. QBFY trying to get away, but the
Nice
dead shot
dead
connects
shot,
and
yeah.
Cut the Juice gets a kill. Stun out though. He's looking. Shad, he's going to go instead for the Underlord. I mean, he's a very tanky target, so probably won't be able to get him down here. He's going to go for the ultimate here. Yeah, the dead shot miss cost them so much and got the juice frozen solid inside that Wukong's command. They jumped in for the 2-man RP. Shad is here to follow up with the damage as well. PMA, it takes a long time to drop, and drop he will not. Nice little dead shot again from the Daze. I'm seeing where they first phased it now as they move across over towards Got the Juice for the cover of the BKB. Might not get out of this one. Shad gets him. The damage is there, and they will lose their Ursa in the end. Both the Aegis and the Bear himself.
Such a rough fight as well for NAVI Junior, because it starts with, you know, a pretty good showing. They get a kill onto Lion, dead shot to make sure Lion can't blink. Then he misses the second dead shot, which prevents the aggression onto Monkey King. And at that point, everyone expected him to hit it. They positioned it as if it was a good fight, but it was a bait. They step up too aggressive. They get RP'd on the backline. And of course, Ember the entire time was dead. He had Shivas available if he was to be alive, and Shivas in that fight. That could have been a decent comeback fight, but again, you miss a dead shot, you bait your team into an aggressive position, and PuckChamp with their lead are just going to walk over you. You cannot make mistakes at this, you know, this position of the game. You do not have any lead to fall back on.
$16 kills, 16k, 23 minutes. The one thing which Navi Junior were able to get in this game was the Aegis. Didn't last them too long. Didn't really save the Ursa's life either. Tier 2 still alive in the middle lane, but that is it. That is the last outer tower, which is up for Navi Junior. But it is going to be PuckChamp on the run. Shad's just going to dip into the trees to join in with that smoke. Now they start moving. Who will they find? Again, no tower here, so it's pretty free for them to just go in and find whoever they want. The Blink RP won't be available for another second here. Now it is available. Shad jumps in deep here, going onto the Underlord, and they will take him out inside the base. He's trying to mess around with the Monkey King a bit. Niku jumping in to the Wukong's command, though. Jumping into the Wukong's command, though, and yeah, Sancti will just get forced off down to the low ground. Boom, getting pretty low. The Chain Frost spinning around QBFY, but not going to land.
Yeah, if they don't force him there, then Monkey King's dead, and Navi Junior going to utilize that buyback a lot better, but Stun's really lacking on the side of Navi Junior to be able to capitalize on some of these aggressive plays. You've got a dead shot, a root from Ember, a Sinister Gaze, and a root from Underlord. It's really quite a cheap amount of team fight that they're leaning on, especially when you're behind it. It doesn't feel good. PuckChamp now grow the lead to 18,000 gold. Kind of teetering on the edge there. I feel like for Navi Junior, you just want your Ursa to just keep AFK farming. You need them to get to like boiling point. Like Blink, Basher, MKB, like Aghanims, like really just all in. Let the Ursa try and become the 1v9 hero. It's not going to be easy, but it's kind of like the only way it feels like a comeback could be possible.
Daze is gone. Nice he gets that kill.
Fiori though?
Going in deep to try and get some vision. Yeah, they get something. Niku finds at least one, but might pay the price for it. They've got the Gleipnir now and the Monkey King as well, so... Ooh, Kaori with a bit of a saucy tip as well.
Diff? Ooh.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, he said earlier, during the pause, he said mid-diff.
Good try, little bro.
Interesting. Don't know the context, but alright, okay.
Dire's middle tower.
Alright, trying to become one of the first all-chatting POS 5 players.
Yeah. Ruining their good reputation. 2.5 minutes is going to be the Roshan respawn. Navi Junior. They kind of feel like this is their one play. They're like, all right, Rosh, we got that. We got it unlocked. But for how long? Because PuckChamp, they're going to start to head up. Boom. Looking for a target. Riddy's always going to get stunned by the AoE self-stun of Shad. Got the Juice is going to farm up some Ancients down here. Does he?
Dire's
Yeah,
bottom
Wisdom
tower
Rune
is
spawning
under attack.
in just over a minute's time. Maybe if he hangs around here long enough, he'll get it. Now, PuckChamp take aggressive control of this side of the map. Well, it's going to set them up for Roshan when it does eventually respawn. It's going to be a while, though, and it's going to be a very short window to be able to do it before it moves across the map, in fact. Maybe impossible. It'll have about 20 seconds.
Oh,
Maybe it's
misses.
okay. Oh, got the juice. Goodness me.
Yeah. I was just thinking, though, this is kind of one of those perfect games to test the true ability of a carry player, right? Like, your carry has absolute free farm, has bought everything he wants, has double net worth on the enemy carry, the enemy mid. Like, there's no comparison to him. So winning this game, in theory, should be, you know, a textbook like closure to the game. So let's see if Shad can do it.
Uh-oh, that is not the play you want to be seeing. They completely blow the initiation onto Boom, and that's going to result in Riddies and Niku just absolutely destroyed inside that RP. Got the juice running to the high ground, but his BKB's about to end, but Shad cannot keep the chase going. He's got his Blink Dagger available, looking for the target. That's going to be PMA, and where's that Bloodthorn? It's off cooldown in just a second, and now the real damage can come through, but the Yules is there from PMA to keep himself alive, as QBFY finds Daze on the sidelines as well. Shad still diving the base, just utilizing his net worth to be an absolute boss. Oh no, the stun out on Tiersa! Tiersa, he gets
Ultra
caught
kill
out.
Lion!
QBFY finds another!
Give him the rampage!
Yeah.
Give him the rampage! Go, 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 go!
Come on, give her the rampage!
Give him the rampage!
PMA. Jump on there, I want to see a Lion rampage!
Come on!
No! well, we'll take the ultra kill for the Lion. That's pretty damn impressive.
Yeah. I mean, this game was just impressive from PuckChamp. The way that they set up their lanes, they punished the Ember Spirit pick with the Monkey King, then they invaded the stacks, they just utilized each other's power spikes very nicely, and sure, we'll see. I kind of just stopped speaking then for a second. That was kind of weird.
Yeah, that's alright. Sometimes we hit a natural roadblock in our words. The best thing to do is give up.
Keep talking.
Yeah, plow right through it.
Yeah, plow right through it. Amen.
Feel my cold embrace.
God, I hate seed money. You'll never be able to convince me that seed money is any good. It's never going to happen. I just look at this guy, I'm like... Literally, I look at his inventory, I go, oh, seems to have an extra gauntlet of strength than he should. Oh yeah, seed money, great. EBFY. This is a chase and a half, and it's going to work out. Behind the tower, the line will fall. Wow. They do place a ward for it, though. I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, I guess you keep it. Don't deny it.
30 seconds to battle.
We were smoked on the side of PuckChamp as well. I wonder if they want to take a fight here. Seems pretty unlikely. That rock does a lot of damage to these balls as well. Might just be able to take them both out. Okay, Ori. Run up onto the front lines. Okay. Boom's balls, both dead. Kaori cannot position for this bounty rune, and PMA is able to... Whoa, what's happening here? No! The game's over, Tico.
Everybody. Yes, I just did that. I just did that.
It's alright, 4 bounty runes going the way of Navi Jr. This alchemist, he's rich. Yep. He's just got a full bracer coming out now.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Yeah, very good.
Riddies. Ooh. He's going to be okay. They're kind of trading up with each other. I mean, Riddies is going very aggressively here forward, but Frost Blast very low cooldown, so you can abuse that if you want to, but of course, no mana to be gained from the Lich, so... Wait, do you get...
And Corey, hold.
Hold?
There we go.
Dead?
Yep, dead.
Yeah, absolutely. Down to the bottom side as
Very nicely.
well. Nah, he's going to be alright. The stun's been thrown out. I'm just baiting you.
Okay. was trying to see which facet the Rubik went for, because of course there was a world with like Shadow Fiend where you can like take the AoE one, spam the raises, and make a really big raise, but he doesn't go for it.
Thanks, he's such a sweat. I love it.
And also Shadow's dying
Oh,
top.
okay.
This is a really, really strong lane top.
Yeah, clearly.
Centaur Rubik. Yeah.
It's a classic,
Grab hero,
isn't it,
kill
actually?
hero.
This is a old school classic, but reel in under the tower for PMA, that hurts. It doesn't enjoy that one at all. Here they've got to be a little careful, don't want to get lifted
He wanted
back.
to stomp,
2 seconds, Dave's going to have another lift, but PMA doesn't have the health to stand and fight right now. A couple of races and he's a goner, so gotta respect that. Mid lane. Yeah, as I was saying, thanks to just like really min-maxing the mid lane. Like he was going for a range creep. He hits it once, it's undeniable, but he goes for the boundless strike, which means Niku's like, oh, I'm not going to deny it. And then he cancels the boundless strike because he's like, I want to save my boundless strike. I don't want to waste it. So he gets the range creep without having to use it. Very efficient. And Jingu now up. Boundless strike down to Niku. And this one things start to get a little tough for the Spirit in the middle lane. 2-0-2. This is when he struggled on the Ember. This is when he'll struggle on the Spirit.
Very out in the wild.
He's on an adventure, isn't he? He's on a little mission.
He's setting up for the Wisdom Rune in 4 minutes time, guys. Don't worry.
He is probably not.
Nice.
Stun out onto Boom, down on the bottom side. A lot of slows coming out from the Lich as well, but nice stun from QBFY. Not going to make a difference though. Boom's still dead. Couldn't get away. Now QBFY also in a similar amount of difficulty here, trying to navigate his way through the tree lines, but does just about escape. This is pretty bad. 4 kills, 2k gold advantage. Alchemist off to a really good start. Flashbacks, anybody?
I thought Alch might be a very good hero.
It is starting to seem that way, isn't it?
Just the laning is very, very nice. Because of that, it's really gonna fix the problem of the mid, right? Like the previous game, lanes weren't going very well, and Monkey King was crushing Ember. Now Monkey King is, beating out the Earth Spirit very slightly, mainly due to denies. The Earth Spirit still has decent levels, right? He's gonna hit level 5. He's gonna be able to follow the movement on the map, and when Monkey King ganks a lane, he's gonna. What, do you think Monkey's gonna want to run towards a Lich lane into Frost Shield and an Alch? Probably not. Is he gonna run towards a Centaur with Rubik behind him? Probably not. So Sanctity has to be very careful. If he misplays his rotation, he will just die. He will just instantly get put in his place, and that's when NAVI Junior are looking pretty content with the start of this game so far.
On flip side, Sanctity was able to get both of the runes, which prevented the Spirit from being able to heal up. He's actually TPing down to the bottom side. Wants to play aggressively with this. Walk back to base, but QBFY and Boom have read it really, really nicely. Niku's just TP'd down to the bottom lane, so he's going to miss 2 waves now in the middle lane. Or at least a wave and a half. Not ideal movements from the Earth Spirit. Yep, never mind. The Rock's able to secure himself the creep, so he's actually fine. Nice block in from Sanctity. Doesn't really make much of a difference. Should still get off the Jingu here. Follow him on the tower for an extra hit. Why not? As Riddies gets a kill onto Lion down to the bottom side. What's the little Lion doing down there?
He's looking for a gang.
Maybe looking to pull the next wave, I guess. Unable to do so. Yeah, a lot of pressure being put by Navi Jr. on pretty much both of the side lanes here. Pretty big advantage.
Also, don't know who mentioned it yet, but the double sentries from Radiant in the Dire jungle, preventing the Beastmaster stacks, is also stopping the comeback mechanism that you often see. Lion now TPing into his own triangle. He also doesn't really want to deny them, or deward them. 6-minute rune. Lion level 2.
And a dead Lion, yeah. He ain't living through this one. I can tell you that one for free. So, Daze has died elsewhere. The movement from Sanctity, QBFY, the stone comes down, they get the kill. Now Sanctity looking for the support. He's going for the easy kills here. He'll have a boundless available if he can get off this.
Oh, the invis block.
There we go. He gets off the boundless anyway. Niku tried his best, but couldn't quite manage.
I mean, if I was Lich there, I'd be tipping my Ursula. It's like, thanks, boss. You tried your best, but yeah. Meanwhile, Shadow Fiend by himself.
Oh, yeah, he's going to be
have a big wand and a Lotus.
Yeah, very big wand, but I'm not sure it matters. They'll have another round of spells available eventually. And that should be the end of Shad. Oh, hold on. This is last game about Sanctity being as quick to move across the map as I am as a observer. Yeah. And he's going to go for the Wisdom Rune as well, but Riddy's already there. So Sanctity gets beaten to it, and now they're just going to bring across the heroes and kill off the Monkey King. Was it worth having a look? Oh, hold? No. That was a minute.
For some reason, yeah. It's because of having flashbacks to game 1 where he did the same thing, right? Like the 7-minute on the dire side, he was on a sliver of HP, got the jingle, turned it around, right? And it's very unlikely that he'd do that. But, you know, you got to give him the moment, maybe. Or Sanctity reacting very nicely to the aggression to Shad. A little bit of an overextension to the Wisdom. Now Kiori wandering around the map, just kind of off in no man's land once again. He's taking some adventures, it seems, but
he's a tourist.
Yeah, he is a tourist. He's very much enjoying the views of this Radiant side.
Eight-minute mark. Arcane Rune is bottom side. Who's going to be able to grab it? Oh, it's a standoff between Boom and QBFY on the same team. And so he owns it. SF going straight in for the Mask of Madness. No surprise there, that is the farming item of choice for SFs worldwide. Wow, this Alchemist is actually going to beat the Radiant timing of the last game. As PMA, ooh, lift up throwback to stop the last Shadow Rays coming on through, which means PMA will live. Yeah, Rubik is doing work, isn't he?
Yeah, Rubik's undervalued. I will keep saying this every time we see it.
One more raise and that Centaur would have been dead. Stampede is available if they want to go very aggressive. Kaori stepping up here. Gotta be a little careful, but Sanctity coming in from the side. There's a Stampede. Sanctity's just going to wait for the Stampede to come through and then jump down and try and get off a nice big whack. And it will come through onto the Lich. So it's just a nice little kill. Shad's going to grab it. Sanctity looking for more. Sees Niku. Nice stun from QBFY. They'll need a little bit more in the tank. Dodges into the roll and takes down Niku. I'll go towards PMA. PMA a little bit harder fish to fry. Has got the juice comes through. The Alchemist is joining this engagement. So we're going to turn around and just try and beat into him. I'm not sure they've got the damage though. PMA still here, able to help out, but they absolutely have the damage. My God, Sanctity just tears apart the carry. No,
the Alchemist, like, he thought he was tanky because he had the talisman, right? But well, I think he only had one miss out of all of them. Monkey King happily getting up the Jingu, and farewell, boss. It's 4-point Jingu, 3-point boundless. This Monkey King will delete you if he has the opportunity. And yeah, NAVI Jr. trying to react to the aggression, but now PuckChamp, a very early smoke with the Shadow Fiend. Hopefully trying to find a hero. Oh, okay, that was so close.
That was always close to him just dodging the entire thing on accident.
Yeah.
Looking more. Sanctity trying to surround Niku here. Niku gets off the Magnetize, which will kill Kaori most. Oh, never mind. He's got Mirror Image. Always find it so funny that Magnetize is just so easily dispelled.
Yeah, but it can be... Actually, no, yeah, true. Oh, well. I mean, Earththreat's a good enough hero, right? We don't need to buff Magnetize.
Yeah, just make his level 25 talent just normal.
You know the issue with Earththreat right now? It's like, it's a very good mid laner, but if you buffed it to make it more viable for support, it'd be too good on mid lane, right?
Yeah.
So we're in this moment where it's like, Earththreat was meant to be a support. It's currently balanced around being a mid lane, but it can't be played for. So it's like, if you, it's all 50-50 for Valve. Like, I think they need to do, if they wanted it to be a support, they'll have to do something to its damage to make it more utility and control. Because as soon as you remove the damage, then 4 players will complain. It's like, I can't kill anyone anymore. But also, Earththreat was probably one of the most broken heroes on release. You know, if we're trying to think about like broken heroes. So I think it's in a relatively good spot. But again, the issue is It's a core, not a support, but it's meant to be a support.
Poor PMA.
Oh, well, Centaur's dead.
Yeah, stun, hex, net. Bro just had to sit there and die. And it's starting to look more like game number 1 after all.
Yeah. They're just grouping a lot nicer, right? They're making the moves, they're being proactive.
Oh, scary up in the top lane. That's a lot of skeletons.
That tower just...
Yeah,
especially each one buffs up the damage, and then you have Shadow Fiend with the minus armor. That is...
Yeah, it's quite the combo, isn't it?
Towers will fall.
Suddenly your boar's doing like 100 damage to a tower. You're like, excuse me? Starting to feel like there's not many places on the map for them to farm. Sure, the Alchemist is still ahead on net worth, but not by much. He's still waiting for this Radiance. Decides to come to a fight before getting the Radiance. Was on track to get a ridiculously fast one, looking at maybe like 11 minutes. Now, just going to be a boring old 12, 13 minute Radiance. Just like last game. The line hasn't even hit 6, by the way. Like, he's just being so active. He's had so much impact. And doesn't even have Finger. Doesn't need it. Riddy's likely going to fall, trying to run away, but he's running into the enemy team to drop a Chain Frost on him. Hell yeah, let's go. Boom. Ooh, the song not enough to save QBFY, but Shadow's here. Here we go. Here's the combo. Oh, kicks back, but Requiem still comes down and does a good amount of damage to Nico and allows them to blow him up and take him down. There's a combo which we didn't spot, but we were calling for the other day when we had our Naga Sirens, so...
Yeah. Oh, and a pause. Yeah.
Is QBFY going to say sorry to disappoint you and disconnect? Ah, shame. Oh, somebody else for a change.
Oh, Beastmaster now. Ooh, okay.
Exciting.
That's a change, yeah. A new high ping player has entered chat. Yeah. Just looking at the net worth, though, like, we're at a stage where Alk was looking really good. Centaur was popping off in laning phase. Earth Spirit hadn't really found his groove, but again, we didn't expect him to be too healthy due to the fact that he was against Monkey King. But then, just better team movement from PuckChamp fully shifts, the economy around, and that is the issue. When you make a mistake positionally, you do just disappear from the map. I guess as well, we didn't really mention it, but Alchemist and Centaur are very static farmers, right? Like, Alk wants to farm his safe lane, his jungle. Centaur wants to farm his area. They don't like running around and doing much. You compare that to PuckChamp. Monkey King jumps around the map. Beastmaster, once he has Dom or Overlord, is happily moving through. So the speed in play, it is a little bit quicker on PuckChamp's side. And they identified that and utilized it beautifully. Maybe for NAVI Jr., I think even Blade Mail doesn't really do anything for Earth Spirit, right? Sure, Shadow Fiend might not want to Requiem near a Blade Mail, but other than that, Monkey King has lifesteal. Beastmaster can just raw someone else. You can just kind of ignore the Earth Spirit during the Blade Mail. Contain him with the Lion as well. They need the Blink Dagger on the Centaur. They need initiation. He's quite far away, as he also went for a Blade Mail.
Yeah. Blade Mail's all round. But maybe he just Requiem kills himself.
Could happen, yeah, sure.
A lot of bounty runes picked up by Sanctity there as well. They just left 4 to marinate in their own jungle. Alright, T-Gov. Invent a new rune.
I'm listening.
That's your pause time challenge. Yeah, give me a new rune. What other aspects of a hero can be amplified? You've got physical damage. Got.
I want a rune that does something negative to provide potentially like a positive, right? Like a mana decay or like a health decay. But then once you survive it, then you get like a permanent bonus buff or something.
New challenge runes.
Yeah.
Cursed runes.
It's like you take it and it's like...
See, this could link in. This could link into our like late game idea where the game just changes and starts to fall apart, so the runes become cursed.
I think that might be a little bit too far. Making a whole... It's like the Vampire Survivor game they just added in Crownfall.
Yep.
I feel like you basically are trying to add a whole new game within the game of Dota. That itself is
See, when you discuss about like updates and patches and stuff, people always go, "That's pretty crazy." But then you look at actual patches, and like, oh yeah, they did just make the map like 50% bigger at some point.
Yeah, no, they did.
Introduce facets and all sorts. So Valve are open to it.
No, they are. They are. I mean, that is the beauty of Dota, right? Like, I think people, they always want big changes, but you want them to be actually good for the game. So it takes a little bit more time. You don't want just random changes that kind of maybe break the game. Like facets, of course. There were some that were a little bit silly. Some were game breaking. Some heroes still have pretty basic facets compared to others, but the fact that we've now kind of got through the initial implementation, we'll get some nice changes in the future, and I do look forward to the next big change that we see. But with Crownfall being as kind of hearty as it was with all the mini games, I'm also down not to see big changes in gameplay, at least for a couple months. Oh, we can give the devs a little break, but of course, I think the next big change surely it's got to be economical or map based. I think that's really crying for a little bit of love compared to all the hero changes we're getting in spades. Don't know if you agree with that one, but
I'm not sure. People talk about. I mean, map changes are always nice. I think it just shakes the game up nicely, and it doesn't really have any negative consequences to change the map. So, I'm always feeling like the map should be changed every patch, kind of thing. Like every major patch, we should just have some shake-ups.
Even the small thing like moving like a spawn camp to left or the right, putting trees in areas. Like when I say map changes, I'm not calling for Roshan pits movement and stuff, but just shifting tree lines and doing stuff like that is pretty nice. I think if anything, the next big, really, really, really big patch, I think just shifting the logic of Wisdom, Twin Gate, and all kind of the timings would be nice. I think people got very comfortable with Lotus at 3, Wisdom at 7, Twin Gate to go bottom, take the Tormentor at 20. Like everyone's kind of forced to play this kind of rhythm of the game, right? And I think any changes to that would break that rhythm and force people to have to rethink how they want to play out certain motions in the early game. And I think that alone, inside a big change, would be quite fun for players, as they're kind of taking away the shackles of the current very timing-based, early game that we have due to all these little mini objectives. But at the moment, I don't think many people complain as well. People are pretty content with that kind of flow, and they're kind of enjoying all the little hero changes we have. But yeah, we shall see.
Yeah, I think Tormentors have been very cool though. We've had a lot of like fun and interesting plays happen around Tormentors. Not most games. It's kind of just like you just take it. But the fact that you can steal them is good. The fact that they deal damage back to you has led to some funny moments. Looking at you skid a PA with your daggers.
I think my only dislike to Tormentors at the moment is they are in a position where they kind of feel too close to Roshan. That there's this kind of like double timing of, take 20-minute Roshan, like take daytime Roshan into their Tormentor because you have Roshan, and then you TP back for yours, and suddenly you've now got 2 Tormentors plus a Roshan, right? Like the fact that it's on the kind of the same trajectory of the Roshan pit feels a little bit too easy to contest, where maybe Tormentors shifting from like the side of the map to more central location would be kind of cool. Rather than having 2 Tormentors, maybe have like 1 Tormentor. Maybe make it a little bit stronger or something. Put it in a more scary position. But I don't know. I think the idea of it is really cool. Of course, like a lot of concepts in Dota are like kind of like first versions, at least for us. Obviously, they've tested it and iterated multiple times within like the development of it. But I don't know, there's like a lot of room for just random change up. 1 Tormentor. They had 2 Roshan pits now out of nowhere, so they're willing to change things up. Just like we're willing to yap randomly for a pause about random stuff that aren't game based.
Sure. Yeah, pretty game based. Yeah, I think I don't know if I'd agree with 1 Tormentor. I think that would be kind of tricky. Could be fun,
yeah, no,
but
I think 1 might be a bit extreme, but
yeah, like one issue you might end up running into a lot is like where you just have like really messy Tormentor fights pretty much every game where the last hit is kind of just randomly determined.
It would screw the economy too much. No, you're right. Like the idea of like if you have Ursa in your team, you take the Tormentor solo, you take the Roshan solo. It's like it'd be stupid. I think 1 Tormentor is probably silly.
One thing I would like to see
different
change,
rewards,
though,
right?
is the Wisdom rune. I think a lot of people have been complaining about. Wisdom is sort of like the fact. I think the issue with it is it's just a rune, and you can just pick it up, and that means it's pretty easy to steal. So you always have to commit like some big heroes to come and defend it, or you have to get a stun to be able to go and defend it.
Isn't that a thing in League where you have like a thing you have to kill? I have no idea. I've never played League in my life.
I don't really know. I know that they have
Okay,
like
fair enough.
1,200 ping is playable. That's a good meme.
That's a very good
Yeah,
meme.
there's like I think they've got like smaller stuff. There's not just Roshan. There's like smaller enemies in the jungle and stuff,
Yep.
which give you like stuff. I don't know what stuff, but and then Baron is the big one.
We're very educated on this.
Yes,
Okay, let's just
we
stop talking
really
about that
like
game.
other
We literally have
games.
no idea about that game, so let's
We
just
really
chill on
don't.
that one. But
All I know is
let's just
that
talk about
I
the-
watched I watched Worlds for a bit, and I just found it really funny the amount of like the Kit Kat Roshan and the
I
like,
see, yeah.
stuff like
The
that was
random
kind of
sponsors, yeah.
entertaining. Yeah, like the very in your face sponsors. But yeah, no, I think with
Going
something
back
to be
to Dota,
changed,
though.
I wouldn't mind if there was a attached to tier 1 towers. It gave a little bit of XP to the 2 lowest XP heroes in your team when you destroy the tier 1 towers. I think that
taking
could be
towers,
interesting. I know it's kind of
That's the
lame
cool
because it
thing.
removes like an extra part of the game and just adds it to something pre-existing. So
Again, I think that's the joy of it, right? Where all these ideas and all these concepts, it really based around like location, right? Like the idea of like Tormentor location could change people's perspective on it. The same thing with Wisdom Runes. It's relatively in the corner of the map, so in contesting it requires specific mid heroes or team movement, right? And yeah, there's a lot of cool pressure points to change with future big patches. We've already mentioned Tormentors. There's Wisdoms that you've gone for. They change how Glyph operates in the like previous patches. There's a lot of variations for the for what would dictate a big change in Dota nowadays.
yeah, I have always been surprised that there's been nothing really random added to the game. Like I'm trying to think of a good example, but I
Hello,
guess
facets. What do you mean?
how's that random? You
Twin
have to choose
gates?
them. No, random as in. So I mean, as in actually random, as in.
Oh, that's
If you
true,
think
okay, true
about-
RNG, yeah.
If you think about a game like PUBG, for example, and you have
Okay.
the care box come down, I'm a little surprised we've never had anything like that in Dota, where you know,
Because unfortunately, Dota like PUBG is
no,
okay, I'm not comparing it to PUBG, but the idea of like
the concept.
true, like you don't want. Personally, I don't think true RNG is required for a game as complicated as Dota. Right, the skill of a good draft, good play. Like there's RNG in regards to like a bash or a crit, but that's something you can play around.
There's
The idea
Roshan
of like,
respawn as well.
yeah, the idea of like incentivizing being in the right position, no matter if you're ahead or behind, and then to randomly loot box your way to a stronger position. Like you also
No,
like
I
neutral
don't want
items are RNG
I mean,
as well, right? Like,
yeah.
that
Like,
is technically your RNG. You're
and
asking
people
for.
hated
It's
that
just
for a
neutral
long
items.
time as well.
Yeah, like neutral items itself is the closest we'll probably get to
Well, this'll work.
RNG impacting heroes, and people still are on the fence of neutral items.
Yeah, I think Roche's respawn time is a pretty big one for RNG, which we're just used to now. But the fact that it is not a fixed time is a very important decision, which has been kept up throughout Dota. Which can we unpause? Eek.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Damn!
Not
Fair
like
play.
this.
Off we go, boys.
All right. Well,
That is how the cookie crumbles, guys. Unfortunately, we
Tower is under attack.
cannot wait around forever. PuckChamp do have internet problems, and yeah, we must continue the game. So now Boom will be A-clicking his way through the jungle whilst he tries to reconnect his internet to make sure he's good to go. And yeah, this is how it works. So fair play. We must continue.
I don't know if Navi Junior can use their reserve time. I also don't particularly care if they can or not, because it's not.
I don't
like-
think there's
zero
no obligation for them to use it.
Zero expectation
Exactly,
to do it. It is a nice thing to do if you're like 100% certain that you're never going to have any internet outage in your time, but you know that's always.
Yes. Unfortunately, Navi Junior also are
Is under
in the same realm of potentially having internet problems due to some of their players. Therefore, giving it away as much as it could be nice, they might need it themselves. This is not some Western European team with a multi-million-dollar boot camp facility, etc. etc.
Where each chair costs more than what neither of us earn in a year.
There we go. But Boom has reconnected, and suddenly there's an Aegis. Oh, guys, oh, nice.
Yeah. So you know, pretty nice for Boom to reconnect into Aegisville. I mean, I'm guessing he still has ping. No way for us to really tell, but yeah, I'd imagine he's still playing with ping. because he was disconnecting, reconnecting, and being like, I've still got ping. I mean, you can check, right? You got the console.
His doesn't prop up, so.
Oh, well. That's a bad sign. It's not even on the list.
Dire are scanning.
So what is his name? Boom. Okay, his name's Aliens. Aliens supposedly has 49 ping, so
Alright, cool.
he should be fine.
Fixed. Nice. I think...
Radiant's
Doesn't
bottom
PuckChamp
tower
have somebody
is
with like
under
the
attack.
really edgy name, like Why Am I Like This or something?
I don't know. I forget to look at their names.
I always give a quick edge test.
I see.
Gotta check if any of them have the big emo name with the accompanying anime picture. So yeah, Monkey King has an Aegis. That's gonna feel good for him. He's got himself a Maelstrom. Is that a full Gleipnir coming with him on the courier, do I see? It certainly is. So he's gonna hit a big timing now. His first huge item of the game. He's already been very dominant with how he's moved around the map. And again, just to reiterate, just to get back into the swing of things, to start this game, Alchemist is scary. Everybody else, not scary.
They don't have a blink dagger on the Centaur. They just kind of got the blink on the Alchemist, but no real follow-up to utilize it as of yet. And PuckChamp, with this Aegis, they didn't put it on Shadow Fiend, so they aren't trying to go for the big siege, but they're jumping onto the Alchemist. Daze by himself should be going down.
Got a little bit carried away, but then got the juice, linking them to the backlines and trying to find Shad, but the Song is going to be there to separate this fight. Ice Blast still bouncing around all over the place. The Chain Frost going crazy right now.
Stolen Song?
Wait, Stolen Song going to stop the Requiem from coming out and completely ruin the Wukong's command. That's very nice, but two-man stun coming out from QBFY. Pretty damn good. Sanctity getting low, but don't forget, he's your Aegis character. He's fine to die here. Requiem's going to come down just to allow them to kill off PMA without any more issues, and he will certainly fall. Fancy's got to be a little careful, though. On the steps of the base, he's going to get stunned up. He just came back from the dead, and he might just go straight back to hell. Getting out with the Glimmer Cape, though. Sanctity going to live for the time being. They don't have the poke to finish the job. Sanctity's going to live so low. Everybody on the side of PuckChamp just limping away from this fight. Can they chase? Can they catch anybody at all? It's looking unlikely. Roll forwards for onto Boom, but Boom just going to stand his ground and kill off Nico. Reddy's falls as well. They are punished for their chase. Beautiful team fighting, honestly, from both sides there, but ultimately it was PuckChamp that got the better of them in the end.
Navi Junior, they just didn't have the economy or the levels to continue fighting like PuckChamp. Even if they were that low HP, they had the ability to disengage slightly. Like, the fact that your Lich and Ursula are chasing out the base, you didn't have Magnetize, you didn't really have any tools to get kills, so hunting for them just wasn't the option. And Navi Junior getting just outplayed there, and for Kaori, he needs to just press that deluge. As soon as he hits Song, press deluge. Don't allow the Rubik to get that Song, because if you didn't steal the Song, that would have been a different story. That would have been a Requiem inside of the Wukongs. You know, quicker kills, more efficient kills. PuckChamp showing their strength. 9,000 gold lead now. Resetting, getting back together, looking to just run back down the lane. Got the juice. He wants to find the jump onto Kaori. Quick Glimmer Cape.
Very quick indeed, yeah. So I'll change targets onto Boom instead, and Boom's getting very low. Can he get off the rob before he goes down? No, he cannot. Lift it up and take it now. Now Shad just starting to plow in the damage to PMA, who tried to go in deep for an extra stun. The entirety of PuckChamp winning up here, though, so no chance of taking that one. But again, a trade of offlaners going to feel pretty good for the side of Navi Junior. Poor Centaur, though. He just kind of has to run into the fight, try and get off a stun. He is really, really close to his Blink Dagger. In fact, he probably could have bought it before he died there. So we'll have a blink for the next fight.
Top tower is under attack.
What's Niku going for? The BKB. Unsurprisingly. Alchemist also going for a BKB.
How do they stop the Shadow Fiend just right-clicking right now? Unless they jump him, it really isn't an option. Or Centaur with the blink now. Maybe a smoke from NAVI Junior could be a good option. You kind of need the Lich to get the shard. I think Lich shard, the Ice Spire, like a Blink Stomp Centaur, Chain Frost from the Lich with his shard to enable the bounce between Spire to Hero. That is enough to pick off a big core. Also, PuckChamp are just playing together the entire time.
Yes.
So pickoffs aren't really a thing. It is just only massive team fights.
Radiant are scanning.
Both teams are smoked up. NAVI Junior obviously know where PuckChamp are due to the Tormentor falling.
Yeah, it's pretty obvious. Got the juice. Looking to be the first one in once again. Stun available. There comes the Monkey King. Immediately jumping onto Zangxi here, but the song, is it going to save him? Yes, it is. Got the juice. Doesn't come out of the roar in time to be able to get off the damage. He is forced back under the cover of his BKB, and now the song goes down with the Wukong's already out. Niku's going to fall. Days goes down again. I mean, NAVI Junior, the shots, they're almost landing every single time. They're just an inch off the bullseye. But once again, the song, just to completely reset, this is why the Naga Siren is the most contested hero in Dota at the moment.
I mean, not even the song, but the speed in which Boom hit the roar onto the Alchemist during the song. So had BKB available, he could still right-click, but roar prevented him, and then he obviously stun failed. He couldn't then connect on it. He had to disengage. So yeah, very, very quick from PuckChamp to identify that fight was not good for them, and to just do the motions to turn it around. NAVI Junior, if they were to get a kill there onto the Monkey King, a big streak. He's an 8-1 Monkey King. Getting a kill would be exceptional, but they just don't have the damage. They're missing that extra little bit of something every single time. As if they need one more item on every hero.
Yeah.
Or is it the 12k behind? You can word it either way.
Yeah. They're a little poor. They're not having a good time. Even the Alchemist now, despite being ahead of everybody else, still just feeling like he just needs some damage to get off in these fights. And the Radiance is nice, but ultimately he's got to be killing people, otherwise his team just don't stand a chance. "23 minutes now. Well, Monkey King sitting on top of Got the Juice. He's not going to go for this alone, but he's going to wait for his team to get here. The PMA is ready nearby, waiting to help out with this one. A 4-staff away, trying to get Zangxi to safety. Once again, they're going to need that song. Kaori's nearby, but has it on cooldown, so won't be able to help out, but it doesn't even matter. The Wukong's command comes down. PMA's already dead. Got the Juice having to back himself away from this one. Sanctity, no wins he lived. The Magnetize is on him. It should finish him off. It should finish him off. It won't. He lives, and Got the Juice goes down. Shad just has a crazy amount of damage with QBFY coming in as well to help out. The roar is there. The damage is in. They've just taken them all out. Yeah, Lion just giving himself up as sacrifice to the gods. But my goodness. I can't believe
Going straight for the Daedalus
every single time, just taking these dodgy gate fights, being on the front lines and living.
He's got the Jingu hits the multi-hero boundless, so he can kind of like eat through the blade mail, still get the lifesteal. Lotus is getting thrown out by Kaori. Doing all the little things required. Fight. Is it if like at this stage of the game, like some Earth Spirits would have Shiva as a blade mail, right, instead of BKB, but because of the state, he had to go defensive. But if he was aggressive, then suddenly it's like a maybe entirely different story. NAVI Junior, they are clinging on. Not really scaling at all, but clinging on. Alchemist is kind of the only hero buying items, but buying defensive items, right? He's gone for a plate mail, hopefully trying to get the AC. Get some of that armor to deal with the Shadow Fiend, and most likely not going to be contesting the Roshan as Shad does take this with ease with the help of his teammates.
Yeah, Shad and Boom easily bringing it down. His big 1000 crits helping out a lot as well. Boom's going to grab the banner, pass that over to a support. Backhand Kaori. God damn it. Take your banner. I don't want this trash in my inventory. Sports are on a mission though. They are running. See, sneaky ward time from the Lion? Yes, it is. Hex time for the Spirit? Yes, it is. Impale, Finger, Net. And a Roar will not be coming out from Boom. Doesn't close the gap in time. Roll away to safety. You really don't want to use the Roar on the tail end of that as well, because he will be immune and just rolling away under the effects of Roar, which is not good. Boom is furious though. He's had to put the Roshan banner in his own inventory. Oh, finally gets rid of it. Pass over to Kiwi FY.
Take this out of my inventory.
Take your garbage, man. All right, here we go. We got the banner to push with. Always a big help.
Do they even need to use it? Yeah.
Yeah, they got a catapult. Those guys are strong.
But there's no fortify. Do they care? Okay, they do care.
Apparently.
Radiant's
Yeah,
bottom
fair
tower
enough.
has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
We'll go for melee barracks first. See if they can bait a fortify out for the range Rex. Not gonna work. Shame. Move up to the top side. Rubik did drag these creeps on a little bit of an adventure. Drag them into the Alchemist where you could take it safely. Pretty cool. Not cool enough to keep him in the game, but you know, it's something. We still have this banner down on the bottom side, so there's an Immortal Catapult just sitting here, doing whatever it wants. Stun out onto the Shadow Fiend. This is an Aegis BKB Shadow Fiend. I'm not sure you want this smoke, boys. Shad is here. Requiem's available. Gonna throw it out by PMA. Oh my god. There was a little horsey there, but no longer. Got the juice, still trying to stand and fight with Sanctity, though. Sanctity is gonna have to put the Wukong's command just for the armor to try and keep himself alive. Finger out onto Got the Juice. He's gone as well. Too much damage coming out from the Shadow Fiend. Too much damage coming out from the Monkey. Niku trying to get himself away, but the Spirit does not have a way to escape. Kaori blocks him. Stun out from the Lion, and the right clicks come through from Shad. Beautiful stuff for PuckChamp. A lovely 2-0 coming out from there. This is a level of cleanliness I wanted to see from one of these big question mark teams. I'm starting to believe this team could go pretty deep in these qualifiers so they can keep up this level.
I believe they're now the only open qualifier team left, right? Because Blue Submarine got eliminated by one move, Team Secret got eliminated by NAVI Junior, and NAVI Junior just got eliminated by PuckChamp. So they are the last remaining open qualifier team